Yeah, so like I said, Gabi, yeah, she don't know what she's doing at all. Don't know what the hell they're doing. Smoking the pixie sticks. Your next question is, Gavi, is pretty funny. I thought it was funny. He says to me, everybody, Blue Goblin asks me, who would win in a battle between Sinestro and, if you guys can see, I'm putting up my quote-unquote fingers, Hurricane Chris. I think this is so funny. I can't be biased and say my alter ego or whatever, Hurricane Kiss. I would have to say I give it a Sinestro. Because Hurricane Chris would put up a decent fight, but in the end, I think Sinestro would beat Hurricane Chris. Very much. But Hurricane Chris won't go out without a fight. But that's just one of my personas. Everybody heard a little bit of Hurricane Chris last week with that stupid April Fool's gag that Warner Brothers or whoever, I don't give a damn who it was, and don't let him come out. I gotta keep him compressed because he's coming out. Gotta keep him suppressed. So going on. Gotta keep it suppressed. Okay. Okay. What are your predictions on Jack Swagger as running as heavyweight champion? I think I've touched on this. I think they're not going to just have him be a transitional champion. Yes, Edge and Jericho will be champions in due time, but I think they want to push now their champions that have been their young talent that have been there longer than a certain person. Oh, excuse me, gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Man, excuse me. I had to sneeze about that, but and I think they want to push more people. Like, this would be a perfect time in my prediction, like I said before, for John Morrison. Cut this whole stupid put together team of him and Truth. They're put together. It's stupid. The only legitimate tag team now really is the Hart Dynasty, and I guess you can put Trent and Beretta or whatever the hell their names are. Crime Time, after 4 years, is dead. Wow. That came as a shocker, but I heard it wasn't too much of a shocker because I heard WWE was talking about pushing these guys in singles division, having Shad go heel, and JTG has always been talking about going for that Intercontinental title. He's always been he always wanted to hold that belt. So, but yeah, but I think just how Swagger comes out now, he's not joking around, not doing the push-ups and everything like that. I think they want to he wants to be taken seriously, but he wants heat. He wants heat. He wants heel heat. And that's why he does the things he does. Alright. Now for your next question, Gabi, you asked me, what would you expect in if DC made a Blackest Night into an animated feature? Pretty much PG, not for the kids, because you're gonna have to show. I mean, I don't think you have to, but Blackest Night was very mature. I think it would have to go over the hour and 45-minute mark. But Jeff Johns is going to be a huge part of this. Just those are just some things. And it'd also be a good to get like heroes that we don't know about too much, like don't get broadcast as much. Okay. Now, You asked me what was one of my favorite game shows. Wow, nobody's ever asked me this. And Gabi, you always deliver. Okay. Game shows. Let's see. Hmm. Well, first of all, if game shows, Gabi, I think I'll talk about my mother, Christine. My mother, Christine, God rest her soul. She loved game shows, and my mother, two of the game shows I've always said I promised I would get her on someday was Wheel of Fortune, one of her favorites, and Jeopardy. My mother would kill it on these shows. My mother can get about maybe when I would watch it with her, especially Wheel of Fortune, like if it was the phrase and there was only like two in the phrase or the word, she would know what it was, and I would always be amazed by that. When it came to Jeopardy, my mother was highly intelligent. She graduated high school young, went into college young. You know, God rest her soul. I and things like that always bring me. So I had to touch on my mother at first. God bless her. And that's much love to you, Mama. You know, she's up in heaven, probably still watching the shows to this day with all the other scholars and icons of our history. You know, but for me, my favorite would have to be Family Feud. I love Family Feud. There are others, but that's my number one favorite right there. You know, Pictionary is great. Hollywood Squares. Man, I watched the game show network a lot, so I do watch that. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Family Feud. Okay. Your next question is what do you think about some people in the media overreacting about Anna Paquin coming out of the closet, basically saying she's bisexual? You're proud of her, but personally you don't care about her sex life. Right back at you, bro. I don't care. Yeah, she came out the closet. She's bisexual. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Goddamn Megan Fox is bisexual. You don't hear them going all crazy about it? What's the problem? I don't care. You know? So, yeah, I think media overreacts about some of the stupidest things. Does this hurt their fan base? I mean, for example, let's say Madonna came out and said she was bisexual or predominantly a lesbian. Would that hurt her sales? Would that hurt her fans? No. What the hell? Because that wouldn't stop me from listening to her music. So what the hell? It's dumb in my book. Just very much stupid. Okay. Next question, Gabi, you asked me is Venom or Doom? Venom or Doctor Doom? Which one needs to be redone more? Venom. Plain and simple, Venom. I think Venom needs to be done very much more. Doom, you don't even have to put him in a lot of books. Everybody knows who Doom is. And when he's in a book, well done, written, beautifully done. Always a pleasure to see Doom. But Venom, I'm tired of Matt Gargan as Venom. In the Siege, Amazing Spider-Man Siege, we see Spidey and Venom going at it, and then we see Ms. Marvel get into the fray of the fight, and she literally opens Venom's mouth, rips Matt Gargan out of it, and I was like, and that's why, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Marvel is in my top 10 Marvel heroines list for stuff like that, because Carol always surprises you with stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely. Okay, but yeah, Venom needs to be redone. And you asked me, out of the people who were revived in Blackest Night 8, which do you think would not have, which should have not been revived? Oh man, Maxwell Lord. Yes, there you go. Why him? That's my why Maxwell Lord. If anybody has done so much grief and has delivered so much grief and pain, is Maxwell Lord. I don't understand why they brought him back to life.